First stepping in after 10 years and seeing how degraded the space had become was pretty disheartening for my wife and I. The hardwood floors were all warped and bowed. There was huge sections where the floorboards were all the way up to my knees. It was just like a big wood wave in here from the back of the space to the front of the space. So you couldn't even walk in here. You almost couldn't get in the door. The space was full of garbage. It's like seeing an old friend from high school that used to be really healthy, and then they just got addicted to drugs or something, and you see them 10 years later and you're like, wow. And it's that kind of disheartening. You're just genuinely really sad for the state that they are now in. And then you start thinking like, okay, what can we do to make this better? We just rolled up our sleeves and started getting to work. We rebuilt the restrooms, we rebuilt our non-alcoholic bar in the back, built a new stage. Everything is handicap accessible. Got the floors, huge sections ripped out and replaced. So everything's back the way it should be now. We are on the stage at Skelletones, version 2.0. I think our goal is probably the same as it was before. It's a safe place for teenagers to come hear music, but we also don't scoot kids out as soon as the show is done. We like when they just kind of hang around for a while, talk to each other, they have conversations with people that see the world through very different lenses. The day that we made the decision that we were going to reopen, I didn't make a post. I just started an Instagram account. I came back later that night and we had 400 followers. The next morning we had 700. And by Wednesday that week, we were up to roughly 1,400. I was so taken by how many people must have shared what it was like to have a space like this. Now I'm a licensed pastor in the state, and so I have had a chance to do a bunch of weddings over the years of kids that either met here, got engaged here, or just used to attend here, and now here they are in their mid to late 20s getting married, and I get to do the wedding, which is hugely rewarding. It just feels very full circle, and watching those kids now starting their own families. My wife and I get to be a part of something that is much bigger than we are.